Amex Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Off the play fake, Oladokun. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, and so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11 from the shotgun. Oladokun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician ended up wearing the blue tent to go around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. And then to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Throwing now is Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, so they've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Oladokun to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oladokun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on the first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 19 yards away.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oladokun looking to pass it.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
Touchdown Raiders! Darren Waller, 28 yards.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Raiders 21, Saints 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Alvin Kamara with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit. They leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 22, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend got the momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 28, Saints 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now Oladokun, 3rd and long.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
It's Oladokun on 1st down.
And the Raiders have got him.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack on 1st down, Oladokun.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Trap 60. 19 right. 60 Bobcat.
Oladokun on 3rd down here.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on 1st down with Oladokun. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, Kamara. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, Oladokun. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Carr now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So now calling the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Running out of the gun with White. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Saints 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Here's Oladokun. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Looking to throw, Oladokun. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Touchdown, Saints! Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We can look at the crowd and see the grins on their faces to see the president making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for... The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Oladokun into the air on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oladokun's throw caught by Olave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Let's go on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. To throw his Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Carr now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Taken down by Pete Werner. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down at about the 37. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
There's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance. Touchdown! New Orleans! Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Oladokun from the gun on third down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Marcus May with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Oladokun now out of the gun.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. So the 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game. But this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
They actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
a lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Oladokun keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, let's look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here's another interception. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Charles, a lot of happy faces headed into the
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time.